Children, now let us continue the chapter Sources of Energy. Now let us discuss about nuclear reactor, its construction and working. You know what is nuclear reactor? Nuclear reactor is a device in which nuclear fission is carried out in controlled manner and the energy released is used to produce electricity. In nuclear reactor, fission reaction is carried out in a controlled manner by limiting the number of neutrons. And the energy released is used to heat water, which then turns turbine and generate electricity. Now let us discuss about the process of generation of electricity in nuclear reactor. Children, here you observe the diagram of nuclear reactor and which is the fuel used in the nuclear reactor, that is uranium 235. Uranium 235. Here this is the isotope of uranium which is having unstable nuclei and that is used in the form of tablets in the interior core of the reactor, and there will be control rods and moderator and steam generator and turbine and also cooling water pump. These are the different parts of the nuclear power plant, that is the power plant in which the nuclear energy is used to produce the electricity. These are the different parts of the nuclear reactor. A nuclear reactor is covered with a thick coat of radiation absorbent material like lead and then enclosed in a chamber having thick concrete walls to prevent leakage of radiations. You know that if there is a leakage of radiations, it is harmful to the environment, and then enclosed in a chamber having thick concrete walls to prevent leakage of radiations. Lead is having the property of absorbing the radiations. Because of this property, lead is used as a absorbent material and it prevents the leakage of the radiations to the climate. To slow down the speed of the neutron, we are using the moderator, and to decrease the number of neutrons available for the fission reaction, we have to use the control rods. The commonly used moderators in the nuclear reactor is graphite. When the high-speed neutrons collide with the moderator, they lose some of their kinetic energy and get slowed down. It is compulsory to slow down the speed of neutrons produced because fast-moving neutrons cannot cause fission of uranium-235 effectively. So, to carry out the nuclear fission reaction effectively, we have to use the moderator, that is to slow down the speed of the neutron. So, by using moderator, you can slow down the speed of the neutrons and you can cause the fission of uranium-235 effectively. And the other one is by using the control rods. And in a energy fission reaction, 3 neutrons are emitted. Initially, to start the nuclear fission, only 1 neutron is enough. When 1 neutron hits 1 uranium atom, it splits up into barium and krypton, and in this fission 3 more neutrons will be formed and each neutron hits the uranium atom, and again here 3 neutrons forms and 3 3s are 9. In the second step 9 neutrons will be formed here. In the next third step, 9 threes are 27 neutrons will be formed here. Next, 27 threes are 81 neutrons will be formed. So in this way, if it is started with one atom and one neutron, and the number of neutrons multiplies. So as the number of neutron increases, fission reaction also increases. So we have to decrease the number of neutron availability. So for this we are using cadmium rods. It is necessary that extra neutrons are removed. Extra neutrons must be removed to control the nuclear fission reaction. For this, cadmium rods play an important role. They are called the control rods. Cadmium rods controls the number of availability of neutrons. These are inserted in the nuclear reactor in such a way that only requisite number of neutrons are available for fission process to proceed in a controlled manner. Control rod that is inserted in the fuel chamber, and when it moves towards interior part, it decreases the availability of the neutron by absorbing the neutron. When it is drawn outside, more and more neutrons will be available for the fission reaction. So to slow down the reaction, we have to insert more. The main job of a reactor is to house and control nuclear fission, a process where atoms split and release energy. Reactors use uranium for nuclear fuel. Here we are using the uranium as a fuel. The uranium is processed into small ceramic pellets and stacked together into sealed metal tube called fuel rods. Here in the fuel chamber, they are in the form of rods. Typically, more than 200 of these rods are bundled together to form a fuel assembly. A reactor core is typically made up of a couple hundred assemblies depending on power level. Inside the reactor vessel, the fuel rods are immersed in water, which acts as both coolant and moderator. Otherwise, you can use graphite also. So the moderator helps to slow down the neutrons produced by the fission to sustain the chain reaction. Control rods can then be inserted into the reactor core to reduce the reaction rate or withdrawn to increase it. Here it controls the availability of neutron. The heat created by fission turns the water into steam. Here there will be steam generator, and the heat generated by the nuclear fission is used to generate the steam in the steam generator, and the steam is made to allow to fall on the turbine. As the turbine rotates, the generator produces the electricity. You know that there is a armature in the magnetic field. As the armature rotates in the magnetic field linking the coil changes to induce the electricity. And when the steam rotates the turbine, and it is made to condense, and again it is made to cool with the help of the cooling water. Here there is a condenser and coolant, and water is condensed, and again it is allowed to flow through the pipe to the steam generator chamber. Now the one more type of nuclear reaction, that is nuclear fusion reaction. Nuclear fusion reaction. In this reaction, two or more lighter nuclei fuses to form heavier nucleus. Fusing of two light nucleus to form a heavy nucleus is called nuclear fusion reaction. Currently, all commercial nuclear reactors are based on nuclear fission, but This is another possibility of nuclear energy generation by a safer process, that is the nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion. One of the best example of nuclear fusion reaction is two deuterium atoms, two hydrogen atoms. That is one of the isotope of hydrogen is 1H2 deuterium and 1H2 deuterium. Two deuterium, which are the lighter nuclei, combines to form, that is 2He3 plus 1 neutron. That is the two deuterium atoms. Deuterium, tritium and common hydrogen. These are the three isotopes of hydrogen, that is 1H1, 1H2 and 1H3. So this is deuterium, this is tritium, and it is normal hydrogen. And one of the isotope of the hydrogen, deuterium, two deuterium nuclei combines to form helium-3 atom. Together with, there is a formation of a neutron. In this reaction also, large amount of energy is released in the form of heat. That is, according to Einstein mass energy relation, E is equals to delta m c square. Delta m is the mass difference. Here also, the total mass of the product is less than the total mass of the reactants. That is, some part of the mass is converted into energy. Delta m is the mass difference. That is, the mass difference between the mass of the lighter nuclei which take parts in the nuclear reaction, and that is the product nuclei. That is, the mass of this product is less than the mass of these two nuclei. So delta m mass is converted into energy according to E is equals to delta mc square. You know that c is the speed of the light. C is the speed of the light. According to the relation E is equals to delta mc square, some part of the mass is converted into energy. It releases tremendous amount of energy according to the Einstein equation, as the mass of the product is little less than the sum of the masses of the original individual nuclei which take parts in the nuclear fusion. Such nuclear fusion reactions are the source of energy in the sun. You know this, sun is mainly consist of hydrogen. The major constituent of the sun is hydrogen. And in the interior core of the sun, there is maximum energy near about 20 billion degree centigrade. In that high temperature, hydrogen nuclei combines to form helium nuclei with the liberation of large amount of energy. That energy is radiated through the outer surface to the other planets. And the hydrogen is the fuel of the sun. So such nuclear fusion reaction are the source of energy in the sun and the other stars also. It takes considerable energy to force the nuclei to fuse. The conditions needed for this process are extreme millions of degree of temperature and millions of pascals of pressure. So this reaction takes place under high pressure and high temperature. In the sun, nuclear fusion reaction takes place under high pressure and temperature in the interior part of the sun. The hydrogen bomb is also based on the thermonuclear fusion reaction. A nuclear bomb based on the fission of uranium or plutonium is placed at the core of the hydrogen bomb. This nuclear bomb is embedded in a substance which contains deuterium and lithium. When the nuclear bomb based on fission is detonated, the temperature of this substance is raised to 10 power 7 Kelvin in a few microseconds. The high temperature generates sufficient energy for the light nuclei to fuse, and a devastating amount of energy is released. That is nothing but bomb here. Nuclear fusion reactions use easily available material and produce much more energy than that produced during nuclear fission. Now let us discuss about the differences between nuclear fission reaction and nuclear fusion reaction. So what is nuclear fission reaction? That is the decomposition of heavy nucleus into fragments. Decomposition of the heavier nucleus into lighter nuclei. And what is nuclear fusion reaction? That is the fusion of two light nucleus to form a heavy nucleus. This nuclear fission reaction needs low initiation temperature or ordinary initiation temperature. But for nuclear fusion reaction, initiation temperatures are very high. It takes at high temperature and high pressure. Comparatively, lower amount of energy is obtained in this nuclear fusion reaction. Quantity of energy liberated is very high. Quantity of energy liberated is very high. Product of fission reactions are generally radioactive. In nuclear fission reaction, the product nuclei are generally radioactive. Products of fusion reactions are not radioactive. In this case, they are not radioactive. Controlled fission reactions are safely carried out to generate power. Nuclear fission reaction can be carried out in the nuclear reactor in the controlled manner, but the controlled fusion reactions are not yet obtained. There is no any device to control the nuclear fusion reaction, but there is a device in which the nuclear fission reaction can be controlled, that is the nuclear reactor. Now let us write the difference one by one. So you write first one, that is breaking or splitting up of decomposition. You write decomposition of heavy nucleus into lighter nuclei. This is fusion of two light nucleus to form a heavy nucleus. Then second, needs ordinary initiation temperature. This nuclear fission reaction takes place in the ordinary temperature. It starts in the ordinary temperature, but to carry out this nuclear fusion reaction, maximum temperature and pressure is required. You needs ordinary initiation temperature. This initiation temperature are very high. initiation temperature is very high. Comparatively, lower amount of energy is obtained. In nuclear fission reaction, comparatively low amount of energy is obtained. Comparatively lower amount of energy is obtained. In nuclear fusion reaction, quantity of energy liberated is very high. Quantity of energy liberated is very high. Then fourth one you take, products of fission reactions are generally radioactive. Products of fission reactions are generally radioactive. Then fourth one you take, product of fusion reactions are not radioactive. Product of fusion reactions are not radioactive. Not radioactive. Fifth one, controlled fusion reactions are safely carried out to generate power. So right, controlled fission reactions are safely carried out to generate power. Controlled fusion reactions are not yet started. Controlled fusion reactions are not yet started. Or also you can write not yet obtained. And you can give the example for both here. First here you can say, example here, energy liberated in a nuclear reactor due to splitting of uranium nuclei. So you take here the nuclear energy is energy liberated in a nuclear reactor due to splitting of uranium nuclei. Uranium nuclei. Then here you take, this is fifth and this is sixth. Example is here, energy liberated in the sun or explosion of hydrogen bomb due to fusion of hydrogen nuclei. In both the sun, the energy liberated due to the fusion of hydrogen, and in hydrogen bomb also energy liberated due to fusion of hydrogen nuclei. So you write energy liberated in sun or explosion of hydrogen bomb due to fusion of hydrogen nuclei.